Okay, so that look nice. It look nice. Okay. Bring this back some. So, the reason why I'm kind of dressed up right now, kind of dripping a little bit, is because today I experienced something amazing. I had the honor of witnessing my little brother graduate from the prestigious Morehouse campus. You know, class of 2021, cum laude. And one of the reasons why it's so amazing is not just because he's my brother, but because, I witnessed, you know, how quickly his world changed with this whole pandemic. When it happened, he was on spring break and just never came back on spring break, kind of. I remember having to go and help him move his stuff out of his dorm because they had closed the dorms. They were saying like, oh, you know, couple weeks, y'all gonna be off, and of course everybody now knows that it was gonna be a lot, a lot longer than that. And so I witnessed him. It went from him like being um, on campus to being at home, doing school from home, and that dynamic was, was kind of different. And I would have to imagine it was very, it's just, it's very different to have to do that. And to be honest, I don't know if I really could have handled it very as well as he did, but he did it. He really did it, and he did this for the rest of 2020 into the early, up until really a couple weeks ago. He's been doing it, and today he officially became a Morehouse man. And I can't lie. And let me back it up a bit, because with the way that this pandemic's been going and stuff, I did not think that they would have an in-person commencement. I was pretty sure it's gonna be one of those virtual things, but they did it in person. And really glad they did. It's something about being there in person that just gave it such a rich meaning to the whole thing. You just think a year earlier we were all like people. I think people still hoarding toilet paper and talking about a Tiger King and stuff. But everybody was kind of in this state of we don't know what to do, we don't know what's going on, and how we're even gonna get through it. And for a while, I remember wondering if we would ever get to any semblance of normalcy at all. And today, honestly, felt like one of the most normal kind of one instance of like what being back to normal feels like, because we had my grandmother, my dad's side was there. She's actually a Spelmanite, and she's vaccinated, but like I didn't, because I didn't see her very much last year because of the pandemic, and this year I've been seeing her a lot more. And she lives with my aunt when we went out to celebrate, have dinner to celebrate his graduation. She was like, this is the first time that I've been in a restaurant since the pandemic. Speaking of first times, I mean, I know it's about my brother, but you see this little jacket I got right here. It's, fly little jacket I got right here. There's actually kind of a story behind that relates to this, because at the time that I bought this, it was like 2019, 2020 was BC before Corona. That's all I remember. But I bought it and I just I never wore it. Because I mean, look at it. It's like it's formal and it's casual. So it's not one of them joints you just put on to you know just anything. Like you put this on for like a date. Like you got like a real fine girl you're trying to impress, so you put something like this on or something like that. And I guess I just kind of told myself I ain't really didn't really have too many situations like that lately. But anyway, I say that to say that today was the first day I actually wore this jacket, and I don't know if I could have worn it for a much more special occasion than this. And when I think about it, it's really like a metaphor in a way about how we shouldn't allow our present circumstances to, like, we shouldn't look at our present circumstances and be like, it's always going to be like this. If I'm unemployed, I'm always going to be unemployed. Or if I'm single, I'm always going to be single. It's easy when you're in the midst of it to feel like this is going to be forever. And certainly with this pandemic, there were days where like you really did feel like, yo, this is it. We're going to be wearing masks and social distancing and not being able to do X, Y, and Z forever. But with the new year came new possibilities, and it's kind of how God really works with our lives. You might, like, one thing that this pandemic has shown everybody is that none of us are in control of anything, man, of anything. Like, all it takes is one little thing for anything that we thought anything that we thought was like secure to just be gone like that. And so never think, so that the point I'm trying to make here is that never think that your current circumstances are where you're going to be for the rest of your life. Because at the end of the day, your circumstances are not what's in control. God is ultimately in control. God was ultimately in control to not, when my brother had to come home and do virtual school from home, and he was in control today when he had the opportunity to walk across the stage on Morehouse campus and graduate cum laude. And he did this while, like, I don't know, about like, it felt like hundreds of onlookers watched. National news, like news, I don't know about national, but news crews watched. And and the more I think about it, the more I just realize how wonderful of a feeling it is. Because, like I said, it's not just because, obviously I'm proud of him. I'm very proud of him. But it's also confirmation for all of us. It's one of many ways that we can see, like I said before, your present circumstances do not define your forever future. That sounds good. I think I might title the video that. But yeah, so I didn't want to, I'm not here to like try to preach to y'all, nothing like that. This is just me sharing what was on my heart about something good that happened today. And I just want to end this video with saying, like, to my little brother, if you're watching this, man, love you, proud of you, and I'm proud of the y'all's class of 2020 and 2021 because y'all went through it and a lot of y'all still made it. So